Welcome everybody to our weekly training. My name is Melanie Greeno. I'm the CEO and founder of She's Creating an Empire, where we teach women how to build business, brands, and bank accounts that they love. So no matter whether you're a brand new entrepreneur wondering how you're ever going to get this business off the ground, or you're simply overwhelmed, overworked, and underpaid, either in your job or as an entrepreneur, you are in the right place. Today, we're going to go through really what it takes to create a financial foundation that ignites your inner diva. This is really important for me. When I'm training people, it's like, I can give you all the skill set. Like we have courses that show you how to decrease your debt, increase your income, create, online business, all those things. But if your millionairess mindset isn't there, if you don't have that foundation in the way you think about money, what you do with money, what you believe about yourself, that inner diva experience, then guess what? You're not going to get the results that you're looking for. So today we're going to dive in. I do have some notes. So if you see me looking away, I'm not trying to be rude. I just want to make sure that I'm covering the appropriate topics as we go through this. So you guys, we promised that we would be going through talking about, what does it actually take to build multiple streams of income, mastering investment opportunities, navigating the world of entrepreneurship, gaining confidence in your finances, and learning the mindset. Let's start with building multiple streams of income. Building multiple streams of income is actually much easier than it sounds. So let's say you have your job and that's your main source of income, or you are doing part-time work, or you have a little business and that's your main source of income. Multiple income streams means that you have multiple sources sending you money each and every month. So for example, if you have a job and you are a coach, that sends you money. If you have a network marketing company, that sends you money. Affiliate, blog, investments, right? Trading, all these different ways of creating income coming into your life. And that's, the typical, where we start with our clients, they usually come with one stream of income. And we help them build over a period of time up to, well, Bob Proctor says you should have like 18 streams of income, like a lot. So if you're brand new and getting started and you're not there yet, don't worry, don't stress. This isn't about you like panicking and going out and trying to do it all at once. Instead, it's about planting that seed in your mind that we do need to have multiple streams of income. Watch this. If you have multiple streams of income and one of them goes away, what happens? Well, not much. If you have 4 streams of income and one of them goes away, do you feel that impact? Probably way less than if it was your only stream of income. So we do want to create a foundation where, you're secure, because your security doesn't come from a job. It doesn't come even from your business. Security comes from knowing how you made the money and being able to reproduce those results at any time you want at the drop of a hat. So we do have a 50 ways to make money from home. You can grab that document. It's just a simple little cheat sheet that'll jog your memory and help you start to identify what some of those streams could be for you. Number 2, mastering investment opportunities. Now, we have a partner that we use to train people on how to trade in the markets, understand, cryptocurrency, stock market, foreign exchange. Took me a minute there. But the reason that we partner with a vendor is because I'm not going to teach you about the markets. I'm learning every day about the markets. But I want women to understand that it's important that they also learn about the markets, because the reality is that if you don't know how to make your money grow, because there's 3 parts to building wealth, right? I promised you guys I was going to unlock that inner diva, give you that millionaire mindset. Well, guess what? You got to make the money, keep the money, and make the money grow. So making the money is about the multiple streams of income. Keeping the money is paying off your debt, which we go in depth to, especially if you haven't done our online income accelerator or financial fitness academy. It's really the same thing. You want to do that online income accelerator, financial fitness academy. If you need to pay off your debt, that's where you're going to start, right? So that actually teaches you how to pay off your debt in 5 to 7 years without increasing your income, even if you feel like you're broke. Okay. So that's a really, really big deal. But then you want to make more, you want to keep it, and you want to make it grow. And this is where most people fall down. Listen, you were born to win. You've been trained to fail. You were born to win. You've been trained to fail. So we really truly have been groomed for failure. Think about it. In school, were you taught about money, how to grow it, what to do with it? No, you weren't. You were taught how to what? Get a paycheck, divvy it up to the people you owe, and put 10% back. Well, 10% back, if you start when you're 20, okay, great. But what if you're 40, 50, 60 years old? You can't start with 10%, right? We have to know our numbers and be able to work those numbers. So make the money, keep the money, make the money grow. Then we want to be able to do good things with the money, of course. Gain confidence in managing your finances. I want you to know that when I first started understanding money, I would get so emotionally charged around money that, like, I remember, because I was a broke home single mom, right? Like, I moved into a women's shelter and then I had to move into low income housing. And so here I was, with all this stress around money. But the reality was that I would go to look at my bills and I would be like, right? So we have to shift that. If you're ready for a shift, drop shift in the chat. We have to shift away from that emotionally charged negative situation around money, because money is energy. And when you understand money is energy, and when you understand you were born to be rich, you were born to be wealthy, when you understand that you have the capacity to earn as much as you want, you may not have the capacity to earn as much as you want in your current stream, like in your current job or your current business. Maybe you're capped there, but you're not a tree. You can move. So you can add in streams of income. You can move your life in whatever direction you want. One of the things, one of the reasons our clients are so successful is because of this planner. This is a 6-figure business plan in a book, right? So it helps you build your brand, set your goals, stay on track, accountability, all the things, especially money. So we have to shift our identity and gain confidence. How do you gain confidence? By doing. You gain confidence by doing. Confidence doesn't just come from, you being like, oh, I'm going to be confident now. No, confidence comes from tiny action steps done repeatedly where you're like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do that. Oh, I do get it. Oh, I do understand it. And persisting. My mom, she's here with me in Panama City. She is learning to trade. She's 76 years old. She's learning to trade. She almost died in December, guys. And she has decided that she wants to learn to trade. If she can do it, so can you, right? If she can do it, so can you. Now, learn the mindset, and this isn't about trading, but I'm just saying, to learn something new, to make money in a different way, you can learn it. Now, we want to learn the mindset and habits of highly successful millionairesses. This is where events, programs, etc. really come into play. When I transformed my life, it was through going to events, listening to audios, taking training courses, really learning how to be different, to think different, to act different, because it's through being and doing and acting that we get, okay? So we have to change our identity. You're going to hear a lot in our community about being able to shift your identity, what you believe is true about you. Maybe you feel like you failed right now. Maybe you have failures you're hanging on to in the past. Well, those things aren't serving you. Hanging on to that isn't serving you. Beating yourself up over that isn't serving you. If you failed financially in the past, maybe you bought a course and you didn't use it and you feel like that was a fail, or maybe you invested in something and it didn't turn out the way you wanted, or maybe you bought a house and it went down and not up. Like, you guys understand that that's all part of the money game, and that when you understand that it's just a game, you don't have to be so serious with yourself and so hard on yourself. So a big part of what I want you to understand is wealthy people do not hang on to grudges against themselves for making bad decisions. They're like, okay, what can I win? Or what can I learn? How did I win? Well, how can I turn this into a silver lining and move forward? They do not sit down and feel like, oh, I'm never gonna, I love it. People are like, well, I tried network marketing one time and it didn't work, or I tried affiliate marketing, or I took a course, or I signed up in a coaching program and it didn't work. And in the meantime, I'm like, you did what for how long? Like, no, to transform your mindset, to change your skill set, you have to actually get out of the vehicle you're in and get in another vehicle. Like, you have to learn to drive different, talk different, walk different. And that is a process. And so we want to celebrate progress over perfection. If you failed one time, in your opinion, I don't believe in failing. I believe in learning, right? John Maxwell talks about failing forward, learning forward. But if you guys want to think about where you're at in your life right now, your mindset matters. And so it's just as easy to make $1 million as it is to make $1,000. It takes the same amount of time, effort, and etc. to produce a vision and goals for $1 million as it does for 1,000. So the last question I have for you is, are you playing small? Like, one of the things that I wish that I would have done was go bigger faster. Right? We have a saying in our community: stop negotiating with hot dogs, right? If you could have a steak, a filet mignon, or a good ribeye, why would you, accept a hot dog? Like, no, we don't negotiate with hot dogs. That means that in all the places, ladies, this is where we unlock that divine inner financial guru. Listen, as women, we oftentimes give ourselves the scraps. We buy for ourselves last. We treat ourselves last. I know for me, I will buy for my husband and my kids before I'll buy for myself. I had to train myself that it was okay to invest in me. It was okay to buy things for me. It was okay to take care of me. So now I go for a weekly massage. I go to the spa like every week. I take date nights and go do things, and I still buy them the stuff, but I've prioritized my own mental well-being and self-care, because if I'm not here, how do I give to them? And some of you got this equation backwards. You're really doing it wrong. And so how do you know if you're doing it wrong? Well, you want to go invest in a program, but then you think, oh my God, the kids need soccer shoes or whatever. They need this or they need that. And so what happens is, instead of, you investing in your own growth, your own development, your own events, your own programs, right? Some of you probably did it with the retreat we have coming up. At the time of this recording, we have our women's retreat in Panama City in like 2 days. Some of you wanted to come, but you made everything else a priority in front of yourself. Well, you can only do that for so long before you, A, get disappointed in yourself because you're not doing what your heart's called you to do, and B, what ends up happening is that you develop this, it's called martyr syndrome, where you're like, oh, well, they need this, so I can't have that. Listen, your family needs to be the reason you do something. Like, I invest heavily in my personal development because I know that by becoming better, they're going to be better. I'm going to be a better mother, a better wife, a better businesswoman. And when I do that, I'm showing them, not telling them. People do what they see you do. They do not do what you tell them to do. So you can tell your kids not to smoke, but if you're sitting chain smoking, they're going to smoke. You can tell them not to drink, but if you're sitting there slamming drinks, they're going to drink. You can tell them not to whatever, but they watch what you do. So you want to be pursuing your dreams, putting yourself first. Really, truly, guys, I know women, the patriarchal system has taught you that you're supposed to sacrifice everything for everyone around you. But really, who does that serve? Everyone around you. Who's saying that? The people that want your time, money, and energy. And the reality is, you are way better off to put yourself first and feed them from a full cup, right? You cannot pour from an empty cup. I did a reel about this. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to fill your cup and then pour. And we have to fill our cups regularly in business, in our brands, in our self-care, in our time to ourselves. This is very, very important. And one of the ways that you're going to raise daughters and men that become successful is by acting successful. And so successful people know the importance of taking care of themselves. The more money, have you ever noticed the more money people make, the better looking they get? That's because they learn to take care of themselves. They're no longer struggling for $1. They're actually floating on a river of dollars, right? So the question is, what is your life raft right now? Do you have multiple streams of income? Have you taken, the training that you need? One of the things that we have coming up very, very quickly is a brand new course that we're launching. I'm so excited for it. At the time of this recording, it's a brand new course that we're going to be launching, and a new coach certification. Both of those things are going to put you in position not only to become financially, fit, like really fit, but also build that multiple streams of income plan. Be able to really coach yourself when you get stuck. How many of you have gotten stuck somewhere and you're really not sure what you need to do to change it, right? This is a big thing. So I want you guys to know that as you start to shift, everything's going to shift. So with that, what I want you to do is just make sure, if you haven't, plugged in, you can grab the 50 ways to make money from home. We can drop the link in the chat. We can also make sure that if you want a strategy call to find out how to make your first 100K, go ahead, book the call. Shanda, one of our master coaches, will get on the phone with you and map out that 100K strategy call. And it's just to figure out, like, it's a conversation. It's the best gift that we can give you is a conversation on what your next steps are. So thank you for being a part of our community. We're so excited for all the women coming down to the Panama retreat. We are launching our next retreat this weekend. So keep your ears open your emails when they come in, because you're going to have an opportunity on Monday to start registering for our next retreat. We absolutely love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Remember, you have an inner power that is beyond measure. You can be, do, and have anything you set your mind to. You just need to make sure that you're in the right environment, which you are inside of our group, doing the right things, getting mentored by the right people, and actually learning the skill set and the mindset that you need to succeed. We'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye for now.